state of Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Horned Frogs head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Bears headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will go on the attack first. These two have a lot more in common than they would care to admit, so when you get a chance to break your rival's heart, it feels really good. And the last time they met, TCU did just that.
It was tight. Baylor fans still angry because they felt some calls didn't go their way, but at the end of the day, it was TCU making the plays they needed to make. But David, TCU knows they're going to be facing a very motivated Baylor squad.
No doubt about it, and they're ready to put a streak together. They're ready to win a bunch of these rivalry games in a row. Talking to them, they feel like they're the better team, they're the better program, and they're going more in a positive direction.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So Baylor's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays.
He's loose. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. Flagway wants to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And they tacked on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. The give on the counter. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Back to pass, it's Craig. Using the quick, ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They bring him down, but not only. He's running free down the middle. Takes it in. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated it. Makes the grab in their space. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
To the air, it's Craig. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Lagway to pass. Escapes trouble. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. David, I don't have any idea how he stayed alive that long in the pocket, but I think he pressed his luck a little bit. He probably should have either gotten rid of the football or taken off.
It's tough. You get that first guy, and he scrambles you real quick and makes you speed up the processor, and then instead of throwing the ball, you're like, I'm just going to take off and run, and the next guy gets you. They might want to protect him a little better.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The offense changing the play. Motion from the back. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
The run inside. It's Payne. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. The screen, and watch out! They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air, it's Craig. Fires to the tight end. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense got him at the 27.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gets it out fast. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
The Horned Frogs looking to convert on 4th down. Run in the red zone, it's Payne. Powers through. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. All wideouts, no backs. Throwing, Lagway. Looking to take a shot. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Going deep, and he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Small. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Flag wave. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw. It's Flagway. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Flagway wants to throw. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Looking left. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Makes the quick grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going for the big play. He's got it way down the field. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Running the red zone. It's Payne. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 30, at the 20, all the way back, touchdown Baylor.
And that is such a critical mistake for this offense, man. Such an opportunity to add to the lead, put more points on the board, keep the momentum, but sometimes you just get a little bit too aggressive, and Palmer, they pay for it in a big way.
And that's one where the defense gave up some yards early in the drive, and you're wondering, is the opponent going to score here at the end of the first half? But they're just waiting for one mistake, and they take advantage of the opportunity, jumping that pass in the air, picking it off, taking it all the way to the house, and now taking the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Craig. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's small. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The throw. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Dead center perfect. And now they regain the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Number 48, set to kick this one.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. What do they have have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Baylor's head coach told me coming out of the locker room. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the draw, it's Morris. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Runs through a tackle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bears in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bears! They take the lead with the 6.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man to the left. Snags it, and he's open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense, because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll keep it on the ground. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. Here's Lagway to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. DJ going to fire again. Hauls it in. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
The Bears have this offense rolling. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Lagway. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And he's got room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Sends it back in motion. Flagway. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Bears! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Bears have the answer.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And the extra point is good. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Running inside. It's Payne. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right.
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And they can't make the connection. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Oh, what a missed opportunity. You got an opportunity after that drive to go take the lead when you're trailing, and now you turn the football over, give the football right back. Defense gets to come out, bail you out, get a big stop, get the ball back so you can try to take the lead.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. On the move. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
All right, you know what the offense is trying to accomplish. They're trying to run that clock, so we got to find a way to get the stop here, not let them eke out more of the clock as we're going along so we can get the ball back to the offense and get back in this game and maybe try to go win this thing.
And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets rid of it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Dropping back, it's Craig. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
As a quarterback, I used to love 4-vert, right? If it's zone, you're trying to hit one of the guys running down the seam. If it's man, you have an opportunity maybe to hit one of the outside guys based on whatever your best matchup is. Nice job by the quarterback there, going to the right guy.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing. They keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Here's the pressure. Got his man. And he is stopped short, well short of the marker as the defense stands tall.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
TCU calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll go right back to the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They go to the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll send the back in motion. 4th down, Lagway. Spins away from the defender. There's a crease. Has enough for the 1st down. A perfectly executed screen pass that'll seal the deal on this game.
And how about that call late in the game? And I love the execution by the offensive line. They run the screen. Like, nobody's thinking screen right now. They do a good job dropping back. Quarterback buys a little bit of time, gets it to his playmaker. He does the rest. How about that play call late in the game, Palmer?
I just love the offensive line and other receivers getting downfield and getting blocks to give them an opportunity to go pick up that 1st down. That's tremendous effort by a lot of guys on offense to win this game and ice it.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you